Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run. And you've seen over the years, they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They have receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to the receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around. And ideally, you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football. And you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to keep it in the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Williams will pass. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Hauls it in at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1, man covers. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Now on the option. Now the pitch. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Sends it back in motion. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Evans. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Off-play action on first down. Throwing right. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Give to the running back. Bulldozes his way through. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Running behind that left side. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
Got it in the middle, it's Evans. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Ready.
Williams looking for a man. Fires left. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's the handoff. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Coleman. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Boston. Running through contact. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. You get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here.
Here we go. Turn.
On the direct snap, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now on the move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Williams will pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, that's going to be a tough task.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's still running after the move. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Williams. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets him down to the 48. Trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down. A strike downfield. Great move. Now he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got it in the middle, it's Washington.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Creates a little room. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Williams looking for a man. Towards the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Inside the 25. Stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure. But this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a 1st down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Oh, he makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Williams will pass.
Coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the 1st half. When you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the 1st half.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so they can win this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Complete on 3rd down. Discards him with the stiff arm. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Coleman. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Powers through the defender. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Williams will pass. Trying to bull his way in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Husky!
Down close to the goal line. Great job by the tight end on his route for that touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect the ball.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. Unloads it left. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Boston. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. There he goes! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. He wants to throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Washington! And that one will come up here in the second half.
And listen, if I have a playmaker, a running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. A little over-anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The gun leaves it on the inside with the back. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Gets away from one, finds room. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Young. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man. And he's wrestled to the ground.
He's just got a knack. I mean, he just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much time.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Run in the red zone. It's Miller. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Williams will pass. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Changing the route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab outside. It's Williams. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Lost a throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hale. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
The sure hands. It's Young. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to throw again. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. It's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, you take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown tie. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Williams looking for a man. Tosses it incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
That is a backbreaker. Down in the fourth quarter, you need units to play big, make plays for you, and your special teams just cost you big time. Just gave away the football. Not many opportunities left, and you just gave a good one away.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To the air on first down. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Second and long. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Miller. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Pulls it in. It's Green. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
So now it's 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a heat. Finds his man. It's Green. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
How about that? 4th quarter, tie ball game, and you're still going for it. The onions to be able to do that and call it not rewarded. Now the defense is going to have to go out there, step it up, game on the line.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams looking for a man. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. On the option. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Huskies! And they grab the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Miller with the ball. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink now. Do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And he added the extra point.
The extra point is good. That tie begins at 35.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Third and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown.
Music no. Music no. Down.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Husky! They got it in to tie it up here in double overtime, and now the two-pointer will win it.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules, they changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Williams will pass. They don't get it. A great stop by the defense, and we will play a third overtime. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward.
Trick 9B.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out.
The line. 22 water. 22 water.
He's looking to throw. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win. quickly complete. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a